I love good audio, whether it's listening to music on my headphones, watching YouTube channels that make sure that their audio is normalized and isn't too soft or, too loud, or, well, enjoying Dolby Atmos while watching a movie. I also like to make sure that audio that comes from me and goes over the internet sounds great, whether I'm in meetings, giving presentations, chatting with my friends on Discord, or just making these videos for you guys. That's why I really appreciate good microphones, and as someone whom I like to believe has done his research on the best microphones that don't cost too much, I am no stranger to the company fifine, and so when they reached out to me and asked if I would like to review their Ampligame A8 microphone, to be honest, I was thrilled and I didn't quite hesitate to say yes. I mean, look at this thing. I haven't even started the review and I already think it looks pretty sick, and it comes in white. Yeah, anyway, let's not waste any more time and get into reviewing the fifine Ampligame A8. And though the audio that you're hearing right now is purely from this microphone, untreated. So throughout the length of this video, you should have a good idea on how the microphone sounds like. But right off the bat, to me, I think that it sounds great with a good amount of clarity as it picks up the highs and mids in my voice quite well. Sure, it doesn't capture the bass response as well as my Samson C01U, but to be honest, I'd rather take a nice clear voice that doesn't make me sound like I have a blocked nose over a really nice, rich and warm bass response, although I'll have to admit the latter is pretty sweet. Right now I have the microphone on the desk in front of me, and while the stand that comes out of the box looks pretty good and minimalistic in white, is built solidly and has some nice weight and vibration noise isolation to it. As you can see, it's still pretty short and I'll have to kind of bend down towards it to get a nice pickup. But fortunately, fifine includes an adapter to work with 3/8-inch threads on microphone stands, but you could also remove the thread adapter to work with 5/8-inch threads. Like that. And of course, I like it better this way as it's a lot more flexible and mobile to deal with. The microphone capsule itself is suspended in the middle of a shock mount to reduce vibration noises coming from the table, and there is a pop filter up the front which actually has a smiley face on it, but it's really quite difficult to notice it at all. The microphone body is made entirely of plastic, but I do feel that the quality of the plastic feels pretty good and doesn't look cheap. One of the pretty cool features of this microphone is the RGB lighting that comes from the inside of the microphone capsule itself, and you can tap on the back of the microphone to change the RGB mode to breathing, a solid color of your choice, color cycle, or my personal favorite, a color gradient that starts from the top of the capsule and moves to the bottom. The microphone is powered via USB Type-C, which is awesome to see, and the included cable is 2 meters in length, which was just a bit too short for my setup, but I'd imagine that it'd be perfectly fine for most people. There is also a 3.5mm jack for monitoring your audio through headphones, and you can adjust the volume for that using the little dial on the back. If let's say you're in the middle of gaming with your buddies and you have an important call that comes in, you can tap the microphone on the top as well to quickly mute it. By now you should have a good idea on how this microphone sounds like. After all, you've been listening to it all this while, but I also want to let you guys hear how it sounds like compared to the 2 other microphones that I have with me. And this is how I sound like on the Dethrone Max M01 Pro, the microphone that I usually use for these kinds of head-on reviews. And while I usually treat the audio that is coming out of this microphone for my videos, you're right now hearing what it sounds like out of the box in the cardioid setting. This is the Samson C01U, and this is how I sound like on this microphone. And again, I didn't do anything to the audio aside from maybe, adjusting the volume. Let me know what you guys think about this microphone and how it sounds like. Personally, I really like it, and I've already been using it as my main microphone for a couple of weeks now and a few videos back. The microphone costs about 240 ringgit or 51 US dollars over on AliExpress. And honestly, for that price, it's even coming in cheaper than my Samson C01U. And in fact, a lot of other microphones that you can find on Amazon with what I feel is better audio quality. So I can easily say that I absolutely love this microphone because of its great price to performance and value. So if you're interested in a great sounding microphone, I can definitely recommend that you take a look at the fifine Ampligame A8. Once again, fifine doesn't disappoint. I'll leave a link for it in the description if you're interested in checking it out or purchasing one for yourself. And that is pretty much it for this review. Like the video, it helps with the algorithm and my channel. Share it, leave any comments down below, and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. My name is Yang, the Tech Rodent, and I think I've said this before, but people generally can overlook bad video, but are more likely to tune out if the audio quality is terrible, and that is just how important and underappreciated good audio is. I'll see you guys in the next review.